Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and this is episode 19 of New Age 110. It looks like it's winter outside, it's snowing. You can see all my machines are gone. I have pulled them all out and I've built and it's terrible. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a builder by any way, shape or form. I built this terrible looking box down here. Wow. So snowy. I built this terrible box around the solar panel kind of thing. This is actually going to be a window, but I haven't... Gee, that's a terrible graphic effect. Anyway, it's snowing pretty hard. So yeah, got to put a bit of a door in eventually. I'm going to get some conduit facades over the top of this. And pretty much I've got the solar panel. It's apparently empty. It's only 7:20 in the morning. Maybe it's not generating yet. I've got the capacitor bank here. Where is that spider? Where are you, spider? Probably on the roof. And there's a zombie over here. Hang on, buddy. What an Enderman. Really? Burn. Come on. Ah, you're frozen. Wow, noisy thing. There he is. Where'd you go? It's probably on top of the roof. It's not very nice. Come on, give me your ender pearl. Alright, so yeah, built this terrible little room. What I was thinking of working on today was having an Enderman chase me all day. Ah, you got frozen because you touched my armor. Wow. Thank you. Was working on a little bit of wireless RF generation, or transmittal, I think it would be a good word for it, for using there. Because I've got all this power, obviously, and it is a lot. It generates a lot of power. Like, that's full. That's 23,000 RF. That's got a million in it. Yep. This is just sitting at 23,000. All these are full. And so I've got the sag mill and the alloy smelter and all these other machines down here. I think I lost the tin that was in that. Yep, lost the liquid tin. That's alright. These are the breaks. These are the things that happen. I don't know where that spider is. But yeah, so I thought I'd get into calculator. Do a little bit of calculator, and I think we still have the plugs and points, don't we? There's the plug. The point. Point. Yep. So to make these, I'm going to need these flux cores, which is going to require flux and obsidian and enderise. So flux is just smelted redstone. See, obtained by burning redstone. Let's type in the word flux. So the point is the same thing. It needs a block, which is some more of these cores. So I'm going to need a ton of obsidian, like a ton of obsidian, and a bit of redstone. So it's fairly easy. So to make the plug, we want a block. We're going to need 4, 8, 12 of these cores, block of redstone. So one thing I've noticed since the update is that this doesn't work anymore. This won't see the inventory properly. The crafting station isn't accessing the colossal chest as a correct inventory, which is a bit of a downer because it was quite handy having that ability. Oh, Juggernaut pet. So it makes it a little bit difficult. I'm going to need to move crafting eventually too, because quite honestly, one, I've got a lot of junk in my inventory now. Yeah, you can go in there and that. And two, now all my smelting and stuff is down there. So I needed 12 of these, so I need 12 of the flux, I guess. 3 ender pearls, 12 obsidian. Not sure what I've got in the way of obsidian actually. I might have to go and dig some up. Which isn't too bad. There's some of that flux. Let's have a look. I've got 2 obsidian. Oh, you know what? Oh, we should be able to do. What did I just see there? Did I see it? Did I see a moonstone? There's an ender pearl. I'm gonna require that. I'm gonna require some blaze powder too. I swear I saw a moonstone. Did you guys see a moonstone? I thought that might be a good way of making the door for that room. Alright, so I'm gonna need to go and grab some obsidian, and I need to probably pulverize up some of this. I'm gonna need a couple more ender pearls. I don't think there's a recipe for ender pearls. Okay, so there is an essence. Ender crystals, where do they come from? What's the point of that? Knife and finesse fish. Okay, I have no idea where these come from, so that's something I'm going to need to look into. Weird. So I'm going to need to find a damn scrolling thing. I'm going to need to find a bit more obsidian and a couple of ender pearls. So I'm going to go and do that, and I'll be back once I've got them. A couple of ender nuggets. And we'll continue making some of this. So this isn't, it's not really calculator anymore. It's sort of an add-on to calculator, or it's sort of a branch off from what I gather. But yeah, we can get some storage and some points. Yeah, so give me a couple seconds. I'll go and grab some more obsidian, a little few of these, and we'll cook up a little bit more of this flux. So that's just putting some redstone in down here. So let's just do that while we're here. Let's listen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Apparently that's the first time I've gotten furnace node. Gonna work? No. Can I only do it in a regular furnace? A electric furnace. Wow. Recipe for this. Burning redstone. So do I need to literally light a fire and throw it in? Maybe that's the thing. So, whoop. A little bit of lag here. Don't know why, considering it's on my my local computer. Anyway, perhaps my computer's doing something else in the background. Let's just quickly. Do I have a flint and steel? I sworn I did. There it is, right in front of my face. So do I need to, like, how did redstone turn into stone? No, it turned into flux. Did you see that? So the graphics aren't quite right. But I now have 12 flux. So yeah, it's burning. It's not smelting, it's burning. So read the tooltip next time, Lensman. So I need to literally burn redstone. Good to know. Good to know. So, alright, I'll cut here. I'll go and do what I need to do. And I'll be back in a second. So I'm down here mining. Finally found some diamonds. It came up with the reward for, you know, the notification that says I found diamonds, so that's cool. I'm obviously into the new world gen area. So if you remember in the last episode, I did the a cut of the world to give myself some new ore because of the updates to the pack. So this is obviously new ore that's coming in. We're now, you know, I'm getting a lot more tin. I'm getting a lot more copper, stuff that I needed to find. And again, the reason why I trimmed the world off So doing pretty good so far. We're finding all sorts of bits and pieces down here. But as I said, lots and lots of ores. All ready for when we need to craft some of the new stuff. So you see here, this is some of the area where I was. Don't throw that away. Very much needed. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not quite in the area. I think it might be because I did trim off fairly close to base. But I mean, this obviously is all still stuff that I dug. But I think as I went into the wall there, I started to break into, wow, some of the newer areas. But yeah, there's definitely a lot more. Wow, what is that? Earth crystal cluster. An agricultural revolution. Okay, I'll take that. Don't know what it does yet, but hey, small diamonds. Don't know what it does, but we'll find out eventually. But yeah, I'm going to continue doing a little bit more mining down here, and come back shortly. I still haven't found the Enderman yet, so I need to go up and get some of those guys. Oh, I love the vein mining sort of mode of this atomic disassembler. Definitely very, very useful for picking up large amounts of stuff in a short amount of time. And also I love my 2x step assist. That is very handy for getting out of a hole that you've dug yourself. So yeah, I'll grab this, and this, and this. I'm glad I've got that. Ooh, how did I miss that? Glad I've got the golden bag of holding with me. But yeah, I'll head back up and find a couple of Endermen, and I'll be right back with you. So I decided to go and check out some of the new world generation because, as I said, I trimmed off the map. You can see how badly it trimmed off. This is pretty much the chunk that I left. So it hasn't really generated how it used to be because this is all water. But just over here is a village, so that I'm pretty sure that wasn't there before. Well, it looks like an Evilcraft. I'm pretty sure it's Evilcraft. So let's have a quick look through the village. Oh, no chest, man. Thought we could see if we. Oh, here's some more of these crystals. So this is obviously something that's come in with the new world gen. I still don't know how to use it. I found another lot of fire ones, which isn't even spelt correctly. Whoops. So yeah, it's obviously part of a new update of a mod. But yeah, I thought we'd just sort of check out the village, see if there's anything exciting here. Ow. I've also realised that I can use the FTB utilities set home command, so I've done that, so I can teleport home if I need to. Let's have a bit of a look around. Take that. Where was that thing? It was over here, wasn't it? Aha! These things normally have a couple of loot chests on them. It's got at least one. You go away. I need to get some decent armor too, because the basic stuff I'm wearing, yeah, as much as it's leveling up, which is get off. Oop! Sounds like there's a skelly around too now. Oh no, maybe I'm just hitting them. Hey, you're frozen. Take that. So hopefully some Endermen come out tonight, because that would be helpful. Alright, so this is an Evilcraft environmental accumulator. I'm not sure how to use these yet, but I'll get into that later in the series, I imagine. Don't need cobble. Take your gold though. Not as much in there as from what I was hoping. I was hoping for a little bit more. You can't pick these up, from what I led to believe. You, sir, can die. So let's dump some stuff in here. Just so we've... I'll keep that on me. Just so we continue to keep it. Let's find these Endermen. Gotta be one around somewhere. Skellies, zombies. A lot of little red dots on my map, but yikes. What are you shooting at? Must be shooting at something before I came over the hill because you were fairly prepared. Ah. I also applied a ability bottle that I had, which gave me fire resistance because I was down mining obsidian and a zombie pushed me into the puddle of lava. So I quickly threw that on, which took a few of my. It didn't take much of my experience at all, really, but took a little bit. And then I'm pretty much not immune to fire, but I can now not get burnt, not get hurt by being on fire. Alright, I'm going to keep going and see if I find one of these elusive Endermen. Or two, really, because I need 2 Ender Pearls. So back in a tick. Alright, that took a few days, and it's actually now the next day in real life. Ran out of time yesterday recording that episode, or this episode I should say. So I'm finishing it off today. What were we doing? We were doing the wireless Flux Networks setup. So I found a couple of Ender Pearls, well, killed a couple of Endermen. Had one of them drop an Ender drop of some description. It was a weird one. Where was it? Up there. Ender Tear. It only seems to be a able to be made into a gas tier, which is weird. I've never seen that one before. Did a bit of walking around and finding stuff. I'm inside the house at the moment. It is technically daytime outside, but it's still night because it's winter. So let's so yeah, went for a walk, went all the way out here, had a bit of a look around, found a few more of those crystal things. So the world gen it's not bad world gen, it's just I'm on this peninsula now which isn't really finished off correctly, but yeah, them's the breaks for doing a world trim. Hey buddy. Right, so let's get rid of that. Let's make these items. So to make the plug, we'll make the plug first because it's one that sends, and you only really need one as far as I know. So make one of these. So we're going to need this flux block. So for that we're going to need some of these flux cores. Obsidian, eye of ender. So we're going to make. Let's make them one at a time. Oh, I've got more obsidian somewhere. Where did I put that? Mined a heap of it up. I think I dumped in here. I've done a few runs backwards and forwards because, yeah, as I said, it took a few nights. Got some silver now, which is good because I was looking for that to make a few more of these electric items. I was going to make a full electric set of armor, but we'll get to that. Okay, so got some obsidian. That's 4 of them. So let's make this block. Yep, so that's the block, and then we're going to need another 4 of these. So I need another. Let's get 2 of them. I don't want 3. Pretty sure it's only 2. Yep, 2 more sets of that. So 1 for this, so it gives us the plug, and then 1 for this, which gives us the point. So that's send and receive. So I've got enough there for at least another point. What I was going to do here was I was just going to get a little bit of power to this this farm over here. I was going to move it actually as well, because, or I'm going to level off this platform because this isn't big enough. I mean, we need some more power in here. It's not growing either. What have we got? So it's got the RF engine, so it's using the charcoal from here, but what I was thinking was that we could remove the need for this and put the flux point on it. But as I said, I think I want to move it. Oh, Eulif, walk in the door or out of the door, buddy. Make a choice. I either want to move it or I want to make it bigger because it's not big enough. I did consider putting it up here in the middle of the square, but I figure that's really somewhere where you should have like a fountain. Again, me building this ugly building here isn't great, but I'm trying to keep the place semi-reasonably neat and tidy. So how about we get rid of this block? Ooh, big hole under there. And we'll actually move the planter one this way. Planter, and I know it's only a stone one. Move it one this way. Right, put his RF thingy back in. And let's put point. I'm actually going to put it here. This also had a few upgrades in it, so it's just the 8. Let's see. Into seeds. You need a hoe, you had a mattock. Alright, so I'm going to make a few more upgrades for this, but pretty much what this will do, once I go and connect it over here, I'll put some more dirt this side too. So let's have a look. I'm not sure whether to put it on this or on this one. I think it'll be on this one up the top here, just so it gets power direct from this battery. So if I put this here, then we'll name it. Select a network. Create a new network. Click create a new network above. Oh, there it is. That'll do. Sure. Create home. So that's this one. Its name is solar battery. Yep. Alright. Cool. So that's solar battery. So that's, you know, basically coming from the solar panel. And then I should be able to go over here to this one and select the network. And it's full. It's getting power. Pretty simple. And there are storage blocks for this one as well, so I can make Flux Storage, which will require more of these blocks. So it's a fair bit of a lot of ender pearls. But we don't really need the storage at the moment due to this being attached to a battery, really. So we've got 1 million RF there, and this is full. But I'm going to craft a few more upgrades. So what do we need? So the range is 9 at the moment. So generally that's the one in the middle, and then 8 around the outside. So we need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's grab another 16. The stone one. So I'm going to need some wood. Need something to eat too. Cooked up some fish. Let's grab some wood. Got some redstone back. See, it's night time already. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, people. Come on, what are you doing? Gotta love winter. Let's grab some redstone. So we're gonna want let's make 16. Then I'm gonna want some cobble, or is it stone? I think it's actually stone. I'm gonna need to cook some. Couple of stacks of stone. So what have we got? We got electric furnace. You can have a stack. Alloy smelter. You can have a stack. Let's see if we can burn through this battery. Right. I'll be back when it's cooked, and we'll make these extra upgrades. Okay, that's cooked up. Let's get back up here. Right. I'm going to take these, surround them with this, And I do have a plan. This is only temporary, I have to admit. I do want to get into the agricultural revolution, I think it is. They've got I think it's a thing called a Happy Harvest bot, which I want to try out. I've never tried it, so we'll give it a go. I actually want to, let's throw 15 in there and see what it does. We're going to run out of seeds pretty quick. Yeah, see, these aren't useful. Oh no, it's alright. Apparently they are useful. Yoink. Oh, there you go. So there's now a 5x5 farm. And again, because of the water, because Harvest Festival turns off the water spread thing, we're going to need to work out a way of getting this a bit of water so it grows a bit quicker. But for the moment I can just watering can it for a bit, I guess. But again, Agricultural Revolution seems to have a little bit of stuff. There's a crystal setup, which I just did a bit of reading before. There is those crystals we were picking up. They can be turned into an item that increases growth ticks. So you can place it in the middle of a farm and it'll do like 3 either way. So pretty much one more row around, and it'll increase the growth. But as I said, I want to try out the Happy Harvest bot because it has a bunch of features. It can do fishing, it can do mining, it can do logging and planting saplings, it can do farms, it can do all sorts of stuff. So I want to get into that. There's also a hydroponics farm, which looks pretty interesting as well. So you can have a wall with one of these harvester bots in the middle and 8 farm plots around it, and it'll automate it. So that potentially is a good idea for this pack with the lack of water idea. I'm not sure what's fully involved in making those things, so let's have a bit of a quick look. So here's a hydroponics block. It's going to require redstone lamps and daylight sensors, some iron sheets, and a redstone processor. So the iron sheets is just a crafting thing, but the processors I'm going to need a sheet press. Again, it's fairly cheap. Where do I sit here? Oh, that one there. It's just some gold and some iron. So next episode I'm going to get into making these things, and we'll get one of these Happy Harvest bots. The basic one here is some iron, redstone, diamond, some vinegar, bit of copper wire. Vinegar is wine, which is grape juice in a fermenter. So I'm going to need to find some grapes. That's alright, we'll find some. There's plenty of areas around. I've got a lot of stuff just floating around in my chest here that I picked up in certain World Gen items as I walked around. So I'm sure I'll have something in here somewhere. That's potion of strength. But I'll investigate and find some grape seeds. We'll get some wine and vinegaring stuff going, because I really do want to try that mod out. It looks pretty cool. Jeez, sword. All the junk I get from the mobs. So I'll wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching. Please leave your comments in the section below. Hit the like button if you liked the video, and join me next episode where I try to work out a mod I've never really looked at. I will do some research in between episodes, so it won't be completely blind, but it does look cool, and I want to give it a go. Thanks a lot. See you next time.